If you are a smart, capable, thoughtful coach who knows that visibility matters, you want your business to grow, and yet you feel this physical or emotional pullback when attention turns your way, this video is for you. Wanting your business to grow and yet wanting to disappear at the same time is far more common than people ever admit. Visibility isn't easy, but you can certainly manage what's going on, understand what's really going on first, and then manage it going forward so that you can get on with this business growth thing. So it often looks like, as I said, you know that you need visibility in order for your business to grow and you want this growth, but hitting post or getting on a Zoom webinar or creating a YouTube video, your body says this does not feel safe. I want to explain to you in this video what's actually going on and how to work with it instead of forcing yourself to be comfortable with something that clearly is uncomfortable. This looks like hesitating to post or over editing. Let me go over this one more time. I think it's not quite right yet. Staying vague, avoiding opinions, not wanting to rock the boat, waiting until things feel more certain or ready. What's actually happening, though, is that to your nervous system, visibility equals attention, and attention equals some sort of evaluation by someone. And being evaluated means vulnerability, fear of being judged or misunderstood, fear of being disliked, fear of saying the wrong thing and not being able to take it back. That's horrifying. Not really, but it can feel that way. It can feel like tightness in your chest, mental spinning, lots and lots of distractions, avoidance behavior, a whole ton of avoidance behavior. There's this other thing I need to go do real quick, a whole lot of stress and pulling back right when momentum seems to be building. This is that oh so familiar start stop cycle that is so destructive to your business. So let's look at this important distinction. Fear, or I should say, fear of exposure is what's happening. This is not an indicator that you can't or won't succeed. It's just simply that you need to manage this and maybe even make it a thing of the past. The big thing here is our nervous system often, for some of us, not everyone, interprets visibility in our business as being seen, and being seen isn't safe. It's uncomfortable because it challenges your identity and your nervous system. So there's actually something physical going on here. Your nervous system is reacting to past experiences, perceptions, and even stories that we have told ourselves. And that's okay because it's exactly what it's supposed to do. Acknowledge it. Yep. I see you there doing that thing. You can manage it though, so that you can get on with the business growth, as I've said. Visibility discomfort is a signal that your system is protecting you, not that you're unqualified. Okay. Separate the two. I want you to focus on making visibility and the attention that you will get from visibility boring, completely and utterly boring. It's just another thing to check off on your list. And this new rule that I want you to follow, say the thing, post the thing, record the thing, and stop managing the reaction. What I mean by that is don't wait for confidence to show up first, because that's not how it's unlikely that it will ever show up. Stop trying to control the moment after you're seen. And what I mean by this is we tell ourselves the story. I'm going to record this YouTube video and I'm going to put it out there for the world to see. And the whole world sees it. And all of these people are making comments to their friends. They're having these thoughts about me. They're writing comments under the video. And it is horrifying. You're trying to control that moment, the moment that hasn't even happened, and the moment that I promise you is probably not happening, or at least not at the scale that your mind has placed it at. most of the discomfort that you're feeling isn't from being seen. It is from anticipating and managing responses that haven't even happened yet. The reality is that your nervous system isn't overwhelmed by posting. It's overwhelmed by, or for that matter, recording a video. Your nervous system isn't overwhelmed by writing an article. It isn't overwhelmed by hosting a Zoom webinar. It's overwhelmed by monitoring, constantly predicting, dreading, and self-correcting in advance of something that hasn't happened. When you remove reaction management, visibility becomes more tolerable. And that's what I want for you, is to be able to begin to experience visibility tolerance, to be able to start seeing or thinking of attention as boring. Because confidence doesn't come from visibility, but it does come from realizing that nothing bad actually happens. Okay? So whether it's a post or a video or a webinar, whatever that form, that visibility is taking, I want you to, as you go through whether you're writing a post again or you're recording a video, I want you to not give disclaimers. I mean, other than what is actually needed. I'm talking about constantly giving disclaimers, just like I just did, um, for yourself. No, this might be wrong, but, or no softening, no explaining why you're allowed to say this, no proving yourself. We naturally will go into this proving ourselves in order to feel safe and accepted. And then I want you to walk away. This is the part that most people skip, but I want you to not go and reread. I don't want you to refresh and look for comments constantly. I don't want you to check for reactions for at least an hour, hopefully a whole lot longer. I want you to see it as boring. I don't have time for that. I don't want to go and track all of that. And I want you to practice saying things in a way that is decisive. Like, instead of saying, I'm still thinking this through, but maybe this could help someone and I'm curious what others think, say, one thing I've learned, consistency isn't about discipline. It is about removing decision fatigue. Post it. That's it. Say it. Record it. Hit send. Close the app. Walk away. Practice being decisive and stop managing the reaction that you think is going to happen after the fact. Here's a couple more things that I don't want you to do. Don't rehearse replies that you haven't asked for. Do you ever do this in your head where you imagine having a conversation with, this could be anyone. This could be your significant other. This could be your mother-in-law. This could be your potential client. Imagine having this conversation. You're rehearsing defending yourself. I don't want you to edit or to preempt disagreement. I don't want you to explain yourself. And unless someone actually asks for an explanation, but even in that, I don't want you to automatically go into defending mode. Don't stay emotionally present with the post long after it's gone out. Visibility does get easier when you leave the room. When you say what you want to say and you walk away, you put it out there and call it good. Doing this helps to teach your nervous system that attention doesn't equal danger. You don't need to manage interpretation, and you can be seen and remain intact, and you can actually grow your business. This is how visibility becomes neutral. It's not super empowering. It isn't super inspirational. It's just neutral. Matter of fact, it's kind of boring. But when we can get it there, when we can put it in that box, Neutral is repeatable, and that's where we want to be. The thing is, if you don't do anything to address this, we'll call it a fear of visibility. Really, it's the fear of the reaction that we're imagining that will happen after the visibility. But if we don't do anything to manage it, we stay capable but very quiet and unseen, and growth never happens in our business. And we keep circling visibility instead of building stability. But visibility can become so much easier, steadier, if we kind of take the story out of it. It's like letting the air out of its tires. It just can't go anywhere anymore with our nervous system. We stop negotiating with ourselves, and growth becomes repeatable, not emotional. Momentum can happen, your nervous system can balance back out, and consistency can happen without pressure or avoidance behavior. Now, if this is something that has resonated with you, I invite you to this weekly thing I do. Every Monday, I hold a very quick coach planning call. All this is a quick check-in to show up. This can help you get more comfortable with your visibility. And we simply say what we're going to focus on this week. I can give you a framework to help you make that decision, what's worth paying attention to versus not. And it's a great way to just set the week off right. Again, it's every Monday. It's free, and I would love to see you there. The details and the information you need to access the call is below. I hope that you go out there and you do what works and you practice being visible.